God gave you the talents and the skills for you to monetize, but what if you don't know what the talent is? So let's talk about it a little bit. So I'm going to provide you with a couple of different ways for you to identify what the talent is, how to monetize it, and provide you with an example because I have someone that's very close to me that struggles with this as well. So let's get into it. First of all, if you're loving this type of content, go ahead and make sure that you save this post and leave me a comment that says more so that I know that I should be creating more of this type of video for you all. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into how you identify these talents you got. You got talents. All right, so the number one thing you want to do, or the first thing, I always say the number one. The first thing you want to do is you want to sit down and you want to write out the different talents that you have. This may be very, very difficult for you to do. Okay. If you find that this is difficult for you, I want you to go to at least 5 friends, or I want you to put up a Facebook status that says, what is the one thing you would come to me for if you needed help with something, right? And you can rephrase that and put it into any type of wording that you want, right? You may not like the way I put the sentence down, but you can rephrase that. Now, what you want to do with these comments and the responses, because people will respond, and if you feel like you have a page where people won't respond, then I want you to actually give a call to or send a text to 5 different people in your community, in your network, in your friends group that you can ask this question to. Now, the responses that are going to come back, some of them may be surprising to you, and some of them may be, oh, yeah, I kind of figured that, okay? But you'll find that there's a commonality that'll start to come up. You'll see that the folks are responding with kind of the same thing that you probably didn't even think of before. Once you understand, or once you identify what that thing is, I want you to take that thing and then I want you to write it down. And I want you to think about if it's something that just comes to you easily, like you just do it, it's just natural. You don't even think about it twice. It just comes to you. That, my friend, is your talent. And you may not necessarily like doing it a lot, right? Like you may not even, like you just do it so you don't really even think about it. It's not something that you would constantly like do if someone was paying you. It may be one of those things. But what's going to happen here is that you will identify that this thing is so easy to you didn't even think about it. Like you may have had an inkling that it was something that you can charge for, but you just like, oh, I just like naturally do that. So I didn't even know that it's something I can make money at. You can make money at it. I have an example for you. So there's a person that I know that can cook amazing. Oh my gosh. Everything that he cooks is freaking amazing. Okay. He can make pancakes in a perfect circle. Okay. Like I'm talking about pancakes, the circle is perfect circle pancakes. Okay, I can't make a perfect circle pancake to save my life. Not even if it was, yeah, I couldn't make a perfect circle pancake. But back to the story. So this person cooks very, very well because they have to do it for their family. They think nothing of it. They just do it. They know how to measure well, like eye measure, right? Not even, they don't have to use a measuring cup. They can just eye measure and go, oh, this is how much you should put in here. Oh, you should add some paprika to that. Oh, you should probably add some salt and to that. I got to go look for a recipe. Okay. I need the recipe to be spot on. I also need for you to use exact measurements because I cannot measure by eye. I need a measuring cup. For that person, that is a talent that they should be monetizing. Okay. That is a talent that they should be utilizing. But the pushback on that is, I don't necessarily like to do it. I do it because I have to, right? I do it because my family needs me to do it. But they do it exceptionally well, amazingly, without a second thought. I mean, this person can cook a freaking burger like nobody's business, right? And so what you find is that most people are ignoring the thing that they're talented at, for lack of better words, because they feel like the thing that they're really interested in would be more lucrative and would pay them more money. I didn't say that your interest pay you. I didn't say that your interests were monetizable, although they are. But your talent is what's monetizable because that is the gift that God gives you. God gives you interests, absolutely, but your interests are for your own. They're for you. Your talent are for the people that you're helping. Your talent is what you actually give to the world. It's what you bring to the world. It's your uniqueness. It's your uniqueness. The word I'm looking for. It's the thing that makes you stand out from everyone else. Your interests don't necessarily all the time do that, but your talent does every single time, all the time. Your talent is what you give. For instance, for using the same example, this particular person will cook for their family at a drop of a hat. If it needs to be done, he will do it, right? He gives that to other people. He nourishes other people because he knows that that is what they need in that moment. And he is able to do it effortlessly and amazingly well. Your talent is something you can do effortlessly and amazingly well. Like it is like, oh my gosh, everyone falls for it. Everyone's like, oh my goodness, right? And when I say falls for it, I mean in the way of, I can't believe you did that. That is amazing. I wish I could do that. So those are indicators. If you're getting the, I can't believe you can do that, or, oh my gosh, that's amazing that you could do that, I can't do that, that's how you know it's a talent. That is how you identify it. Just because you don't know it's a talent don't mean it ain't a talent. Just because you haven't identified it as a talent that can be monetized does not mean that it isn't a monetizable talent. It just means that you need to take a step back, take yourself out of the equation for a minute, and instead of trying to do something and force something to happen, allow things to flow. Allow yourself to be in a state of flow with your talent. Right? You do it with your interests. It seems so easy to do it with our interests, doesn't it? The things that we're interested in, the things that kind of make us go, ooh, but those are for other folks to give to us, right? This particular person loves watching basketball. That is an interest for them. And absolutely, you can monetize an interest. People do it all the day. There's tons and tons of YouTube channels of people talking about basketball all the time. Still an interest. That person isn't the talent of it. That person isn't the actual person bouncing the basketball. That is the talent of the player. The player has that talent. But the interest is what you try to monetize most of the time when you're hustling backwards. What you should be doing is monetizing the talent, the innateness that you have inside of you. I have an innate ability to get someone that doesn't like recording video, can't stand it, don't want to do social media, to get them to start using social media because they see the value in it. I have the unique ability to help people see the value in themselves and see the value in the content that they create and the value in the things that they put out here into the world. That is my talent. My talent. I'm pretty dope with this digital stuff too because I'm a tech nerd. But anyway, that is a talent, right? If I were to start to talk about my interest in hip hop, yes, I may be able to make a couple of dollars, but that is not my talent. That is my interest. So for you, step away from your interest for a minute. Dive into and flow with the talent. And if you need someone to identify that for you, and if you're looking for actual help with that, that is what I do. We do oftentimes need people to see the frame because we're inside of it. That is a quote by Les Brown, so I'm not stealing that. But we do oftentimes need that. He don't say it that way. I said it my way. He said it a different way. Right? You cannot see yourself inside of the frame if you're inside of it. That's his quote. It's something like that. Anyway, go Google it on YouTube. Just give a look. Find out what the talent is. Have other people tell you what the talent is because it is for other people. You serve people with your talent. Your interest serves you. I hope this was helpful. Go ahead and DM me if you need help with that because that is absolutely something we help people with. But you need to have been doing this thing for at least 10 to 20 years, I'm finding, for you to have expertise in it. If you've been doing this for 10, 20 years and now you're moving into using this digital stuff, hit me up because I'm the person you need to speak to. But your talent, let someone else tell you what that is and let them identify it for you. It's definitely there. But you do it so effortlessly that it just comes natural, like walking, like breathing, like your heart beating. It's effortlessly. Why can't I say that word today? Effortlessly in you. So this was a long video, but I hope it was helpful to you. Get out there. You deserve everything that's coming to you once again, and you deserve to have the bag that comes along with it, because God gave it to you for that reason, so you can make money with it. Just Be Digital.